and welcome back to our channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Tiffany, and you guessed it, it's that time again, our bi-weekly seed update. Well, I guess it's not a seed update anymore, is it? It's a plant update because we've got full-blown plants. Can you believe it? Have you noticed some of the plants over the course of the last few weeks? Yeah, they're growing like weeds. I know, no pun intended. But yeah, they've grown really, really big and everything like that. So we have our survival seeds planted, and we have other ones mixed in there. So why don't we go hop on in and I'll show you how they progressed. All right, everyone, how does it look? What do you guys think? Yes, some has changed in the last 2 weeks. Can you see what's changed? There's a lot. Alright, let's dive right in over here. We'll go over here to this side of the planter. And you will see there are our marshmallow flowers. They are growing nicely. And they have got some new growth inside there, so that is awesome. We're looking forward to when they actually flower so we can actually try the flowers and see if they really do taste like marshmallows. And then back there, as you can see, is our chamomile. Still kind of small. It's been slow growing, but still growing. So we're happy with its progress so far. We would have thought to see more of it grow quicker, but then we've never tried this variety before, so who knows? Maybe it is how it normally grows. Down here is our lemon balm. Isn't it looking amazing? We were a little concerned when we started to see the red stems, but apparently that's normal, so we were able to take a breather on that one. And there's our basil. Doesn't it look yummy? It's growing nicely. You can see more sets of leaves coming in. It's not so tall and all that sort of stuff, so that's awesome. And here we have the chives that still don't have anything. Okay, so nothing in the chives just yet. Whoops. Lid got away from me. And now we'll, go over here and we'll check on this one. That's the mint, and still nothing in the mint. So, hasn't been that long since we planted them, only been the 2 weeks, so we'll see how it goes. Sorry about that, everybody. I had a little bit of a malfunction with my microphone. It almost fell off, so I had to fix it. Alright, back to it. So now you see we have our front plants. So we have our lavender. Still, it's growing and vining, but you still don't see any of the purple flowers that are a tribute to lavender. So I don't know what's going on there. And then, of course, the borage is huge with lots of flowers and will most likely be harvested sometime this week. It's pretty much hit its end. We keep letting it grow any taller and it's going to go right through the top here, as you guys can see. So we're probably going to harvest that sometime this coming week and then restart it when I can get some more soil as well. So, and of course, next to it you see our Walla Walla onions and our beets from the Survival Seeds 2024 collaboration that we are part of. So far they're growing nicely, and the beets even have some new growth in the middle there if you can see it. I can't know if you can't see it. Yep, there you go. So they're looking amazing. Doing a great job. And the little trees that we tried to keep are surviving. We're gonna probably start putting them out here once the threat of snow is completely gone, because we still we keep getting little storms and such here and there, so. And then part of the rest of our survival seeds are right here. There we go. So down here we have our squash. And if you guys notice, the squash has some new growth in the middle, which is amazing. The other seed, which was right over here, never came up. So at least that seed did come up. So it's good to see that it's up and ready to grow. It's going to be interesting doing squash indoors because you have to Well, for one, it's a vine plant, so that'll be interesting to say the least, which is why we have it here, so it can vine out over here. And the trees will be outside, so that's where it'll probably head up. But if I remember right, you also have to hand pollinate, so that could be an interesting journey to learn. And then there's our tomato. Now, I recently had to reach out to Miss Andale of Andale Homestead and ask her, because you guys see that? Our leaves are curling. So Miss Ann, if you're watching this, this is what I was talking about when I said the leaves are curling. Now, as far as we know, we are watering it correctly and not too much, which was one of the things. The house temperature, if you come over here, I'll show you guys. We got 44% humidity and 74 Fahrenheit, so it's not too hot and not too cold for the plants. So we're not exactly sure what's going on with the tomatoes, but Miss Ann said she did give us a suggestion of milk and water, or to dissolve some Tums in water, so we're going to try that. If anybody else has any suggestions on what we can do or what might be causing the curling of the leaves, please feel free to reach out to us via email, which is in the description below or on our About page, or just leave a comment down below. Reach out to us on Instagram any way you can, and if you have any suggestions, we'll gladly appreciate them so that we can figure out what's going on with these little guys. Because yeah, they're curling and we have no clue. Next, we have our pepper, which is actually doing rather good. You can see I got a third set of leaves coming in. It's nice and not too tall, hasn't stretched or anything like that. So it's looking good. Again, that seed hadn't come up, so we had to replant it and everything. So it is looking good, which is awesome. Now we'll go back to the back ones. So there is our back lettuce. It's our smaller of the two because it was planted later than the other one. It's doing its traditional flippy flop, so here it should get a little bit more stabilized and start growing like this one did. This one was doing it flopped everywhere. It was looking like it was dying. And then all of a sudden, boom. Look at that oak leaf lettuce, man. I'm going to have some great salads here soon. I swear to God I will. And then look at our cilantro. We were scared this little guy wasn't going to survive because he did the exact same thing. He kind of flippy-floppied everywhere. Yeah. But now look at him. He's looking great. He's growing great. And he's not too tall, so that's amazing. Can't believe it. And then even our spinach. Look at that. Whoops. Sorry, Mr. Tomato Plant. Oh, look at the tomato plant. Look. I just happened to notice. Look at the leaves. You see that, guys? Little leaves. Amazing. But back to the spinach. So yeah, the spinach is doing pretty good. It's taken a couple times. We've had to fix it with some soil, as well as the other ones, and build up the soil base. But so far, it's doing good. And then back there, our kale is slow growing, but getting there. So it's starting to look really good. I'll be able to make kale powder before I know it. And last but not least, over here on this side, look at the sage, everybody. See, if I come up here, past our breeze, it's almost up to the top too. Look at that. Can you believe it? Our sage has grown extremely tall. It's probably another one that, like the borage, will be, harvested here soon. And unfortunately, we keep forgetting about this little guy back here. So he kind of sort of died off. So I have to get rid of him soon, as well. But, whoops. So there's everything there. Now, if you've watched my previous seed updates, plant updates, you all are probably wondering about two plants that you don't see here. That's right. our kidney beans. Are you guys ready? Bum ba da ba! There's our kidney beans. Look at them, aren't they huge? I mean, look at these guys. And that's the other thing, guys. Look at this. After a month and a half of growing, we've got beans. That's right, everybody. We only planted these a month and a half ago. Can you believe it? And this little guy was injured. But with a little bit of help and ingenuity, we got him fixed. And look at all those bean pods. I now know why the vineyard chicks chose the kidney beans. Look at that monstrosity of a bean. Isn't that huge? Like, man, that's gonna be some good harvest. Like, look at the ones down there. Aren't they huge? Wow. Who knew kidney beans grew this quickly or this tall or any of it? Did you guys? Well, any hoozles, there you guys go. There is another seed update for, well, this time around. We'll see you all again in 2 weeks. So what do you all think? Aren't those kidney beans getting tall? And a month and a half later, and we actually have bean pods? Big bean pods? Can you believe it? And look at that squash. For one we didn't think was ever going to come up again, came up. Now I'm hoping that people out there might have some ideas on our tomatoes because we are stumped. We have no clue what to do with them and what could be causing it. So once again, if you have any suggestions, email us down in the description box, in our About page, or leave a comment down below, and we really would appreciate it. We hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe think about giving it a thumbs up. It really does help us. And if you haven't yet, come join our family. We have lots of fun things planned coming up. We've got lots of yummy meals, family togetherness, more plants growing, and just a whole bunch of family chaos. If that's the kind of content you like, come join our family. We welcome everybody with open arms and open hearts. Well, I gotta go get dinner started, so I will see everybody in the next one. Bye, everybody.